I'm here today to update British Columbians on how the restart is going of our economy and talk about a range of issues as part of my regular media availability weekly. I think there's great reasons for optimism as we look at how our restart has been going across the province. We've continued to see relatively low cases, new cases of COVID-19, which speaks to the best approach that we could come up with, which was a gradual restart of the economy. We've seen some really positive indicators when it comes to public transit, ferry use, all going up, not even remotely close to the numbers that we had pre-pandemic, but we've seen successes. More and more people are coming out of their homes, participating in the economy, going to restaurants, shopping in retail outlets, and participating, broadly speaking, in the restart of our economy. We've seen examples like a $500 million investment by CN Rail here in British Columbia. Private sector investments like that are critical to our success going forward, and there are increasing numbers of companies that are looking at British Columbia as having successfully flattened the curve, having a skilled, dynamic, multicultural workforce that can help them advance their business interests. That means more private sector investment, which means more activity in the economy for people. We've also seen 24 television and movie of the week productions return to British Columbia, and we're hopeful that we'll get back to the full complement of TV and movie productions before the end of the summer. Every Thursday, I meet with premiers across the country, and we talk about the issues that are challenging for us collectively. I also meet with my Economic Recovery Task Force, which is business leaders, labor leaders, not-for-profit representatives, and Indigenous peoples, to talk about how they see the restart going and what they want to see as part of our plan to build a better British Columbia going forward. And I hear over and over again that people want us to continue to focus on the values that we brought to play before the pandemic. Focusing on climate action with our Clean BC plan, working on restoration of relationships across the province, challenging people to do their best to make British Columbia as good as it can possibly be. That means making sure that our education system is robust and is fully operational as we can make it. A number of issues have arisen over the past number of months when it comes to education. We are the only province in the country that got kids back into a classroom in the past school year so that we can have good data and a better understanding of the challenges we'll face come September. Minister Fleming's been working with stakeholders up to July and will continue to work through the summer so that we can have a robust plan in place so that parents, teachers, and kids can have a good understanding of what the world will look like come September when we reopen our classrooms. So on balance, I'm pretty excited about where we are. I think about the past 4 months have been extremely challenging for British Columbians. We're far from out of the woods. COVID-19 is in British Columbia. We are doing our best to flatten the curve. We're taking advice from public health officials. We're spreading that as far as we can, and the public is responding. I have a friend who's been traveling the province, going from the Lower Mainland to the north to help with the arrival of a new grandchild. And he reports back to me that he has been visiting communities throughout the interior and into the northwest. People are adapting. People are finding ways to make do in this extraordinary time. It's the resilience of British Columbians that have allowed us to be in this privileged position in Canada, quite frankly, where we are tackling the public health issues head on, but also recognizing that our economy needs to continue to operate. Dr. Henry was very helpful in not putting in place obstacles, but rather identifying ways that we could work together in a healthy way so that our economy did not need to come to a complete stop. And we're paying dividends today as private sector investments look to BC as the place to be in the months and years ahead.